What's going on, guys? My name is Cruzzin. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the greatest game of all time, Fortnite. To everyone that's watching, just know that this is an opinion-based video. Determining what could be the greatest game of all time is highly subjective. We see games like GTA, Call of Duty, God of War, Minecraft, great games out there. A lot of people hold their own opinions as to what they believe could be the greatest game. But for me, in this video, I'm going to be showcasing a lot of the factors as to why I believe Fortnite is the greatest game of all time. Alright, first, let's start off with the gameplay. I think it's safe to mention that the first thing that I really love about the game of Fortnite is that it's free.
It's called Fortnite. It's free.
It's a game that's nearly accessible to everyone, and it offers a very unique blend of building, shooting, and strategy in its own Battle Royale mode. To pretty much make sense, the core of Fortnite's gameplay is its Battle Royale mode, right? Drop in, it's 100 players each match, and the last person or team standing, they win. Game is really fast-paced and very dynamic. When the game first came out in 2017, it offered a very unique mechanic that we had never seen before. Like, yes, we had games like Minecraft and, that you could build, but what really set this game apart, players could gather resources like wood, brick, and metal from the environment. You could build floors, ramps, walls, stuff like that. Basically, this added a very strategic and creative element to combat, something that we had never seen before. The shooting mechanics, Fortnite features a variety of weapons, right? Some are good, some are not. The gunplay is pretty accessible, but is also skill-based, which in like some other shooting games, it requires a lot of precision and quick reflex. And another thing I gotta mention, shout out to Epic Games, because 2017 up until now are very consistent and making updates, introducing new weapons, items, and gameplay mechanics. It keeps the game more fresh and exciting. And one of the greatest things that Fortnite is very well known for is their live events. Let me just tell you, the in-game events gotta be good if they have me reacting like this.
The signal was cut off.
Oh, wait a second! I remember this
I'll
color.
figure this out.
I remember this color.
Just stay
Wait
alive.
a second! Coming to you! It is coming to
It's
you!
impossible.
And the cross-platform play. A lot of games these days, they have cross-platform, That's why I was mentioning in the beginning that this game is pretty much accessible to nearly anyone. I also want to mention that the accessibility has gotten better throughout the years. Back then we only had build mode, and now we have no builds and build mode, which allows people of certain skill levels to actually be able to play the game without discomfort. One of the things that sets Fortnite apart from many other games is their cultural references. Back in 2017, you wouldn't have guessed that Fortnite, number one, would have grown to the way it has today, and you would have not seen guys like Goku or in like the whole Marvel universe or stuff like that. Like, who would have guessed? Fortnite is just pop culture at this point. Which now brings us to our second factor. What is the story and narrative in this game? Fortnite basically likes to introduce a new theme every season. They can vary from ancient history to sci-fi, whatever, my favorite, to be honest, has to be the Marvel season. And while for some people, some of the collabs and stuff that we do get, the themes don't make sense, they actually do correlate with the storyline. To tell you the storyline of Fortnite, that's gonna be for another video. Like I mentioned before, live events are part of the main plot when it comes to a story or a narrative of said season in Fortnite, so it kind of do matter due to the fact that they can actually change the game or story. One of the things I really like is the mysterious elements that Fortnite adds into the game. What I mean by this is that they often incorporate their own mysterious elements into the real world, so this can include cryptic messages, could be in game, could be in real life. They like to do Easter eggs all around. It's important for me to say that Fortnite's storyline is basically non-linear and a bit decentralized. The whole plot basically is taking care of the 0 point because, the 0 point is life in short terms. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to explain that in another video. Now into factor number 3, graphics and art. What can I say? The thing that attracts people the most in this game is the cartoonish, colorful aspect of the game. Not only does it attract, the younger audiences, Fortnite seems to really maintain a high level of consistency. The cartoony art style and colorful aspect of the game does build a strong identity for Fortnite. We have emotes and celebrations. It's a way to communicate or a way to, express yourself on the battlefield. Yeah, aside from the art, Fortnite's map design is filled with very unique and engaging locations that vary from time to time depending on each season, in which, like I said before, it provides a very fresh and exciting and ever-changing backdrop on gameplay. From explosions to special abilities and stuff like that, all of these things contribute to the immersion of the game. Now going into factor number 4, which has to be the sound and music. This actually plays a very integral role in Fortnite due to the fact that it enhances the gaming experience and it creates an immersive atmosphere. I mean, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just listen to this. Now it's time to get serious with factor number 5, the impact and influence of the game in the gaming industry. One of the first things I gotta mention is the popularization of Battle Royale genre. Fortnite literally popularized what Battle Royale really was. Yes, of course, PUBG was before, but like PUBG was just there. I mean, PUBG and H1Z1, you know, which Ninja played and all that. You guys remember those clips?
The f*** you say to me, you little s***?
Because I don't know if you guys knew, but Fortnite actually did exist even before Battle Royale in 2011, but it used to be just Save the World. It was after 2017 that they wanted to incorporate the Battle Royale, and so that everything was history. I mean, I don't even think that Epic Games thought Fortnite would blow up into the game it is today. After they popularized Battle Royale, you know, there was a big surge in other game developers like Call of Duty. I mean, other games too that you would not have imagined have these genres. Like they just jumped into the bandwagon because they saw how successful Fortnite became, and they wanted, you know, they just knew they couldn't compete, man. Like the impact and influence cannot be understated or compared at all. I mean, at least in my opinion, that's just me. The cultural phenomenon was just transcending every single traditional value that there is in the gaming industry. The emotes such as the floss and take the L, they all became mainstream trends that got to be featured in movies, sports, and TV shows. Fortnite amassed an enormous player base. Like right now, I'm going to show you just how the player base was from 2017 up until now. Even up to today, you can still see millions of concurrent players still playing the game compared to when the game was actually at its peak. This game not only attracted the young audience, but it attracted all ages and backgrounds, fostering a very diverse and engaged community. Revenue generation is amazing due to the fact that you don't even have to pay to play the game if you don't want to. I mean, you can be the best player in the game and not have bought a single skin. I mean, it's not substantial to winning games. Of course, you can have skins, you can have emotes, you can have everything you want to make your locker look good, but it's not really necessary. You know, you don't need to put your wallet in the game. You just need to play, hop in a match, and you're good. The cross-platform play, like I was mentioning earlier, Fortnite was one of the pioneers in enabling this feature due to the fact that they allowed other devices other than just consoles to play the game, which made more people get attracted into playing. Many content creators out of nowhere gained a lot of immense popularity, and that's just amazing. One of the best things that ever happened too was in the competitive scheme. Not only were content creators growing in popularity, but also the best of the best were going at it. Fortnite would of course establish a competitive esports scene with a lot of major tournaments, Fortnite Fridays and all that. In general, there was a lot of large prize pools. And talking about large prize pools, in 2019, Booga, who won $3 million in the World Cup. Like, this game basically changed lives.
No way anyone beats him! Your Fortnite World Champion, Booga!
Not only was Battle Royale responsible for the impact on the game, but also the educational and social experiences. Like, for example, creative mode empowered many players to build their own experiences while also earning revenue with the creators program developed by Epic Games. The impact and influence of Fortnite in general extended beyond what gaming really is. I mean, it just transcended basically all known knowledge that we know of the industry. It contributed to the shift in entertainment, digital culture, and even education. So like, what else is there to say? This game has demonstrated time over time the potential of video games to be platforms for social experiences and educational purposes. And while the prominence has evolved over time, Fortnite still remains at the top when it comes to the gaming and entertainment landscape. Now to factor number 6, longevity, which basically adds on to the previous factor of impact and influence. I mean, Fortnite keeps on consistently giving us regular content updates. The seasonal structure now has changed to the point where like we get a new chapter almost every year, which makes the game stay fresh and exciting for everyone. To keep establishing and updating the competitive scheme with significant prize pools and changes to maintain interest among all these competitive people and viewers. And the community engagement, I mean, Epic has always listened to their player community. I mean, like, they're always implementing player feedback and suggestions. I mean, in every single patch notes that they do too, they're always talking about bugs that people reported. This engagement that they do fosters more trust and a sense of ownership among players. It really makes the player feel valued and invested in what the future of the game holds. So while the initial explosive popularity that Fortnite had in the later years has gone down within, they still show the remarkable resilience and adaptability in an industry that just changes as the days go by. So to see that they have the ability to reinvent themselves and adapt and adapt and adapt and overcome, it's just crazy. Hate the game or not, you have to accept that they know how to keep themselves running on the gaming landscape. And now into my last factor, nostalgia. Unlike any other game, the nostalgia Fortnite has hit me with, especially, is like no other. Fortnite really cultivated a sense of nostalgia in not just me, but in many people. Think about 2017, when the game first came out. Even better, think about 2018 Christmas. What were you doing in 2018 Christmas? Yeah, you know. It comes back. It comes back to you. The seasonal themes and map changes, I mean, chapter 1 was amazing. I mean, to just realize and know, like, I had this video planned out, and to just have the news that chapter 1 is coming back, like, the player retention, the viewership, everything is going to spike up again. And that's why, even though Fortnite might not be at its peak like it once was, it doesn't need to be. How better can it get? Really, like, how better can the game actually get when the game is already peaking? It can't peak anymore. It's just there. It's just there in that level. Sure, it might not be what it used to be back then, but the game can't be all about nostalgia. That's why people are stuck in nostalgia, because it affected them so much. Nothing could really have beaten this game in terms of nostalgia. The vaulted items too, like, you know, old models of shotguns and ARs, how you felt when you were 13, 14, and now we're all 20, 21, and then just like, you know, all those days where we were just, you know, no school got canceled, you log into Fortnite, you play with your friends, listening to the Christmas music. Oh man, it's just amazing. And to know that we're gonna be going back. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. This is why I believe that Fortnite is truly, unremarkably, the greatest game of all time. Hope you guys enjoyed.